everyone, it's Diane here from Decoeasy. Welcome to the channel of me and my mother-in-law Jenny. Thank you so much for stopping by. We can't wait to start crafting with you today. Are you ready? Let's go! Hey, Diane here, ready for a new DIY today. Of course, we've got this thing back in town, the Jenga blocks. Jen and I buy these for €3 for a package of 60 pieces. You can see it here in a shop called Action, which is a similar shop to Dollar Tree. I'm going to craft with these today. Blocks are these large. Here's a loose one compared to my hand. I have no idea how long this is, but in centimeters it's about 7 centimeters. So they're quite huge in my opinion. We also had Jenga blocks before from Action, but they were smaller and these are bigger. But nevertheless, they're fun to craft with. We're also going to use the wood glue. This one is from Action as well. And yeah, I'm going to make some nice decorations for Christmas in July. The idea for today is making some sort of panel out of these things as a background. And I'm going to glue for, yeah, I think each side 3 by 3. So 3 here and 3 here. And then I'll be using one block here to connect them all. That is the idea. So what I do next is I grab the hot glue, or not the hot glue, the wood glue, not the hot glue gun. Let's put it a little bit down. So the glue is going to grab faster. Okay, and I'm going to glue several of these. And I'm going to let them dry for a few seconds. Now this is the third in row, doesn't need glue. And another row. 2. Oops. Oh yeah, forgot to notice. In every package of the Action, there is one with text upon it. And yeah, I've been noticing that when you use paint, you can still see that text coming through. So if you're buying the same thing, or if you're experiencing the same thing, then my suggestion would be use that on the back side of a DIY, so you're not going to disturb yourself on that thing. Okay, these are enough for 3 rows. Of course I can already start gluing with the rest before we assemble it, because yeah, it's not that thing that you're going to let this dry for a few. What do you think of my Jenga block forest? I'm going to assemble them. Carefully move this a little bit this way, because then I can work a little bit better. You just take 3 of each and put them against each other. And I'm going to let that dry. Depending of course on the room temperature, on how long you need to let this dry. But I think for me, an hour or 2 will do. So this is 1, and then we're going to continue with the next row. 2. Carefully laying it loose down on the other one. And here we go with 3. And an empty block there. Or a no glue block. Now we have enough for 1 panel. And then I put these 2 loose on top, because those are for the back. And now I'm going to continue turn this one over, otherwise you'll see the text. We don't want that. If there are some glue smudges like here, just grab that with your finger. That won't hurt. Okay, just going to repeat these steps. this is it. I'm going to let this dry, just as I said, for at least, I think, 2 hours, because today is quite a wet day here today. Lots of rain. And yeah, want everything to dry really well. So I now have enough for 4 panels. And then I'm going to later assemble these 2 blocks on the back side. Okay, next step in the crafting process is making those panels. I tried to use the metric system here, my crafting mat. I have a line of 0, 5, and 10. And I placed the center one exactly in the middle section of the 5. And then here's 0, here's 10. So yeah, I laid them on the outer lines actually. Next thing is just adding dots of glue here on those. Oh no, that wasn't the thing that I wanted to do. On the joints. So there, drop here. Here the drop can be a little bit bigger or a longer line. And here 2 of these. Oh, I'm going to take that away carefully, just with the finger. Are they outlined? I think they are. Time to place that block in. Then we're going to try to place it. Here's a thick line, exactly there, because 1 block is just as wide as 2 of these squares. So I hope that will do. You can also sneak peek on the joints here. They got to be in the center. Okay, I think this is it. 1 panel done, 3 more to go. Let this dry for, yeah, I think the same time as you let dry the other ones. And then you're there. Back here again. The idea was to glue it down like this. But to be honest, I think that is too small. This is the back side, by the way, so not the front side. I think that's too small. We need wooden blocks to fill in these gaps here. So my idea was to make some more rows of blocks. We can still glue this. 1 of 3. And then that one will be centered here, outlined here with the joints here. And then we do one like this. And then to finish it off, use 2 blocks again, like this. Now I believe when I outline everything well, let me see where it does. Oh, it ends here. Yes, perfectly. I'm just outlining everything on the crafting mat. Now let's see if that is. Yeah, the space is a little bit more than what we had in the first place. Yeah, that's a little bit too long. Okay, so that is not going to work then. Let me see. Then I'm going to find something else. 1 second, please. Idea's there. Just going to make some extra of these things, because if you're putting one to the other one, you have a perfect joint. Only thing is that we need to find something here for the strength to keep everything together. But I think if we saw something like this in half, then we have what we need. Because this is not an option. Just wanted to make these lines run through. Now it doesn't have to fit precisely, but if you're going to saw this into pieces, then it will fit here in the center, and then you have one big thing. So yeah. Right now I have half of everything complete, but of course we need more. So I'm just going to remake some more of these parts, just exactly what you see here. 3 this way, and then 2 behind it. I already glued the base, those 4 things together. Now the other parts are dry as well, and I'm going to glue them too, just like this. So you take your extra part and you outline these 2. And you get a little spare part in the center. To be honest, I don't mind that there is a gap here. But yeah, that's personal. I'm going to glue everything together just like that. So you get one big
square actually, because we want a square form. Just like so. That is the idea. And this thing is getting huge. Now I see that the camera hardly can catch what I'm doing. Is it? Yeah, now you can probably see the whole thing. It's going to be this size. It's huge. There is one big piece of wood, and this is how the back side looks right now. Actually, it's pretty secure thanks to the wood glue. What I'm now going to do is spray paint everything in this black matte paint. Normally I would have used chalk paint for this job, but yeah, you can also first start painting your blocks, but I was afraid that the glue wouldn't stick that well. So I'm going to use spray paint because we have those narrow parts here, and yeah, I just want to make an exception for today. But normally I said I would have used the black chalk paint, but now for better coverage I'm going to use the black spray paint. Also from Action, don't know what I paid anymore for it, but it's really quick dry, and yeah, also suitable for outdoor projects. So you could actually, if you cover this up with the black paint, you can also put this on the outside in your garden or near your porch, whatever you like. Yeah, I'm going to take a big plastic sheet outside. I'm going to lay this upon the sheet, then start spray painting. I don't know if I'll be able to film that. I will try to, but if not, then I will be back with a spray painted DIY. Section is completely black, done. Also painted the back side, so this one is good to go. Now let me lay it down. I think on the ground is a better idea, like so, because I want to make a Christmas tree, and therefore I'm going to use, first of all, beeswax and a small brush. This one comes from a drugstore, and I'm going to paint, or actually stain, like so. So not here and not on the back side either, because that's where I want to have the glue. Oh, it's a little bit hard. Yeah, now it's good to go. So just stain until the color is like you want it to be. You see the difference now. Here you can see it better. Oh, gotta put stain upon it, of course. Here you see the difference in color. Stained and natural wood. I'm going to do the other one as well. Then I'm going to let it dry. I think outside in the sun, half an hour will be okay. Okay, the wax on the blocks is dry. Another thing I want to do is put them right here, just in the center. And therefore I'm going to glue this side, 2 dots here, and a big bunch there. First, take out the glue. Not too much, just a tiny little bit will be enough. Just a small line. Massage the wood a little bit. What did I say? Right here. Okay. So then I'm going to do a small dot here. And here. And there a little bit. That will be enough. Carefully I'm going to lift it. And place it right here in the parts where it should be. And this will be the base for the tree. Wipe away a little bit of glue. Just like so. Okay. Everything outlined. Let me check that too. I think it is now. Good, perfect. Let this dry. The next step I want to do is use this Christmas green to start building a tree like that. Now I have small and large branches, so I'm going to sort it a little bit to see how we can make a tree. While this is drying, of course. We're good to go to build the tree. Here I have large branches, smaller ones here, and here outside I have parts like, oh, excuse me, like that. I think something like this would be a nice idea. Maybe that gets too large. No, something like this. Yeah, this is the right side. Or maybe I should have put this one here and the larger one here down. And then this one on top. Like so. Not too big. And I'm going to build a triangle shape. So like that. By the way, I'm going to clip these off. First I want to determine the shape to see if I'm right, or that it needs more or anything else. Now this doesn't really look like a tree yet. Let me play a little bit with the branches to check out what we can make out of this. Maybe it's got to be wider. So put one a little bit here and there. You know, just play with it and it gets beautiful. Right. I'm going to do the following thing. This is the center line, so the top section will be around here. I'm going to use hot glue on the back. Oh, the glue gun needs more pushing. I'm going to use hot glue here on the back and place it here on the center line. Now let it cool down, remove any spider webs. I'm going to do the same with this one here with the hot glue gun. Here, this one is a little bit harder because there is no possibility to glue down in the center. So I'm doing it like this. This is about the shape that we want to have. Now I'm just using loose branches. One here, just use this part for gluing. And one there. We're going to build the tree. I won't fast forward it for you because you're not wanting to see the whole thing. And yeah, make sure that you're not seeing those parts anymore. Also do something like this. Just try to make a tree out of it. You can also here put one big thing in the center there, or use smaller branches here in between. Totally up to you. I'm going to build some sort of triangle shape, and then we need Is done. Now here you can see a part where I put in the less greenery. So once that covered up, that's why I'm going to use this ribbon to make a bowl. Just carefully put this aside first, because I need the workspace here. So bring in the crafting mat again. Oh, fold it double. Good. You have a part of a ribbon. I already made fishtails. Just fold it double. Cut towards the outer side, not towards the inside. And then we're going to make a loop. Just like this. Move it over that way. And then fold it. Am I doing this right? No, I'm not. Fold it back again. Like that. And then this angle back again. Now if you want to have longer tails, then make the loop smaller. If you want to have a bigger bow, then make the tail part shorter. Then hold your finger here, grab it here, and then you just pinch it together and see what it looks like. Now this one needs a little bit longer fishtails, so I'm pulling a little bit out of the bow. Do it again. And I think now we have a perfectly, yeah, I'm happy with this. Just fluff it a little bit to see if it needs more pulling here and there. Now pinch. This part isn't completely up to my liking. I think it is now. Hold it, don't let go. Now if you have an iron wire, I suggest putting it around, but now I just suddenly realized I don't have one. Lay a heavy object upon it works quite well. I also have an extra part. I'm going to glue it here and here and this way here as well. And here some more, because I'm going to fold this double. And that will be our center part. Watch out, don't burn your fingers. I'm going to put a dot of glue here on the back. Pinch a little bit. Press it upon the hot glue. Hold it for a few seconds. Ow, that was my finger. For the glue is, you know, getting thick, and then you can let it go. Or you can just wrap around. Is it able to tuck the iron wire part underneath a little bit? Then I suggest do that, because then your bowl looks much more high-end. Fold it around and then you can glue it on the back side again. Now cut off the extra part that you don't need. Oh, I need new scissors, I think. This, by the way, is really stubborn ribbon. It's really thick fabric, really hard to find here. So normally this will do. The scissors. There, glue, some more glue. I suggest using your scissors to press down the glue like so. And then you have a really cute bowl. Fluff the things up a little bit, and then we're ready to put it into the tree. There we are. Last thing we got to do now is glue the ribbon into the tree. Hold it up and hold for a few seconds. In the meantime, you can fluff the loops of the bowl if you want to, of course, totally up to you. And organize it a little bit here and there if necessary. And then, ooh, this is how it looks, the tree. Last thing I want to do is add a little bit more of the Christmas feeling, and therefore I have berries made of styrofoam covered in plastic. These are from Action 2, and you can put them in a whole branch like that, but that's a little bit too much. So I'm going to cut off smaller parts, which you can use, for example, like that, or upon a branch, just like so. They're easy to hot glue, dot here, dot there. And then, for example, put it on a branch here. Don't forget to hold a few seconds. And then you have a berry upon your tree. Here is how it looks like. The final reveal of this Christmas in July DIY. Hope that you like how it looks. Let us know in the comment section what you think of this idea. I can't wait to hear about your opinion.
That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you had fun, and we hope to see you back again next time. Let us know in the comment section what you think of today's video, and yeah, we wish you all the best. Bye everyone, take care.